I just want to welcome all of our business partners and all of our guests. Uh, Doris Mosley is our VP of our hair division here at Wakana, and I'm Dr. Rita McGuire. I'm the Chief Medical Officer, one of the co-founders here at Wakana, and we're going to get started. We've got a really exciting topic today about DHT, and I guess the hot topic is Jada Pickett and her alopecia. So if you got some questions on that, you can ask us. But let's get started. I'm going to share our first part, which is our information about Wakana. And we are the crown jewel of CBD, and we want to talk about CBD, obviously, because our Save Our Strand system has not only CBD, but other essential oils and botanicals that help to maintain, restore our hair, our strands. So we are more than a CBD company. We are a movement. We exist in the negative stigma because there's a lot of negative stigma that still surrounds this plant. Despite all of the information that we're now given about the plant helping to improve our health. We know lots and lots of people that are making a ton of money on the marijuana side, but we exist in that negative stigma so that we can really help our communities that have suffered and lost out on the health and wealth benefit of the plant. And our mission is also to be a catalyst to inspire people. You on the line may be new to CBD, may be new to Wakana, and we want to inspire you to confidently move into this space. As an entrepreneur, as a formulator, you may be a stylist, as an investor, really evoking the courage and strength to take back your health, wealth, legacy, and freedom, and even to maintain the health of your hair. So these are the other three co-founders. I'm Dr. Rita McGuire, as I stated earlier, Chief Medical Officer. Our president is Dr. Patricia Van Pelt. She's a state senator here in Illinois. She is running for her fourth term. Our visionary is our CEO, Melissa Boston. She is the vision behind Wakana. She fired her boss at 32 and a half years old, and she has absolutely been in the lead in all of these network or social selling companies. In fact, she has built companies and teams in over 40 countries. And then our CSO, our Chief Sales Officer, Phyllis Nash. She's our midwife. She is absolutely the driver around the business and those who are building their business with Wakana. We've done over 7 million now in cumulative sales. We're nearing that 8 million mark. We are going to be celebrating our 3rd year anniversary, April the 20th, and we are excited for you, if you're on the line and you're a guest, to share that celebration with us on April 20th. You can get details from the person that invited you. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, and I'm going to jump on over to my other screen, and that is a screen where we're going to be talking about CBD, what CBD is, how it works in the body, and then we're also going to talk about our topic today, which is DHT. So let me share that screen. And I'm pretty excited that I'm able to jump back and forth here. But first, we're going to read our disclaimer because we will be talking about our hair products, and the FDA states that we have to allow you to understand that we can't make claims, we can't make diagnoses, so that these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So all information presented here is not meant as a substitute or an alternative to information from your healthcare professional. So please consult your healthcare professional about any potential interactions or other possible complications before using any of these products. So CBD, or cannabidiol, what is it? Where does it come from? Well, it comes from the cannabis plant, but the CBD that we are speaking of today and every Monday is the CBD or cannabidiol that's sourced from the hemp species, not the marijuana species. So none of these products, even though they are hair products, one of our products can be consumed internally. None of these products will give you a high. So CBD or cannabidiol, as it relates to the skin, as it relates to the hair, is a very potent antibacterial. In fact, it is anti-inflammatory. It helps to reduce inflammation. It helps to promote an environment, the scalp, to be healthy where the hair follicle can thrive and grow. It's also a vasorelaxant. So it helps to dilate the vessels in the scalp so that blood flow can be of the best and efficient for hair to grow. And the way that CBD works, the way cannabidiol works, the way that the other cannabinoids or compounds in the cannabis plant works is through the endocannabinoid system. Now, what's so great about this system is that we all possess it. So it's not like I have it or Doris has it or Shirley has it. Every single human being, every vertebrae has an endocannabinoid system, and it's made up of receptors. CB1 and CB2 are the main receptors, but there are hundreds and hundreds of receptors in this system that when we consume CBD or we use it topically, these receptors bind to the cannabinoid CBD and sends a message to a target area, like the hair follicle, right? Like the areas in the scalp. In fact, the skin is the largest organ in the body. So there are CB1, there are CB2 receptors, and you can see here as the hair follicle, when it is, when the receptors in the follicles sees that CBD is around, either if you're internalizing it or using it topically, it will cause its potent reaction, being an anti-inflammatory, reducing bacteria, reducing inflammation, improving blood flow to those nerves and arteries that are in the skin. So there's many, many benefits that CBD has for the hair, not just anti-inflammatory, just not antibacterial or being a vasorelaxant, but CBD contains magnesium. It's rich in calcium. It reduces hair loss and hair shedding. It maintains a healthy scalp, and it gives you relaxation as well, but it contains potassium. CBD contains fatty acids. It's rich in vitamin E, and of course, it contains very important amino acids as well as acting as an anti-inflammatory. And that is so important that you understand that the benefits of CBD for our hair are many. We're going to talk about our products. But today, Doris and I wanted to talk about DHT. DHT, or dihydrotestosterone, is an androgen or male hormone that is okay. I mean, it's not all bad. I mean, men need testosterone and DHT around for sexual prowess and male characteristics like their voice and their beards. But too much DHT, especially in men and women, can cause hair loss. It can cause male and female balding. And we're going to learn all about that from Doris Mosley. So we're going to get into the science, but just know that those DHT has receptors on the hair follicle. In fact, it can bind to the hair follicle 5 times more tightly than testosterone and can cause mineralization and hair loss and baldness. So I want to quickly talk to you about natural DHT blockers. Yes, natural foods that you can eat along with our amazing SOS system, because we always talk about the fact that you just can't use the products and continue eating poorly. Fried chicken, fried fish, processed food, right? You've got to use these products along with an amazing diet to really help stimulate the scalp, to help stimulate the follicle, and help reduce DHT that we're going to talk about. So some natural blockers for DHT, where is my paperwork here? Include a lot of these fruits and vegetables that you see on the picture. Berries are a great fruit that helps to block DHT. Berries are high in vitamin C, and they also are rich in flavonoids. They increase the blood circulation on the scalp. Avocados, which are my favorite. Avocados are probably one of the biggest natural DHT blockers around. So if you love avocados, you are really going to look at them differently. Avocados are rich in proteins. They're rich in amino acids, magnesium, folic acid, copper, and iron. All of these are nutrients that your hair follicle needs and can block DHT naturally. Almonds, I love almonds. I just had almonds for my snack. Hair loves almonds. Almonds help to strengthen the hair follicle. They're rich in vitamin E. Even tomatoes, they are rich in an enzyme that inhibits 5-alpha reductase and the production of DHT. Pumpkin seeds, a lot of us know that pumpkin seeds are great in amino acids. They help to reduce DHT. That's why you see a lot of men who are battling prostate cancer that have high DHT levels. A lot of natural remedies are pumpkin seeds, walnuts, bananas, white mushrooms, carrots, green tea. These are all natural DHT blockers that you should absolutely incorporate in your diet. So I've included some juicing because there are a lot of you out there that are doing our 21-day cleanse. This is a great juice, spinach, along with carrots and lettuce. Yeah, lettuce, using the darker leaves of lettuce, they're rich in chlorophyll, and a daily abundance of just juicing furnishes food to your hair roots. They help promote better blood supply, the nerve and arterial supply that stimulates growth. Another juice that you should know about is cucumbers. Cucumbers are amazing. They're high in silicon. They're high in sulfur. These are things that the hair needs to be shiny and vibrant and thick. If you mix cucumbers with carrots and lettuce and beets and alfalfa and spinach, you're giving your hair the best vitamins ever. Yes, you should take your vitamins, but yes, you can get more potent vitamins and minerals when you're juicing raw fruits and vegetables. And then the last one is green pepper juice. Yes, green peppers can be juiced, but again, you can mix your favorite carrots and beets and alfalfa. Again, green pepper juice is abundant in silicon. It reduces shedding and overall health of your hair. So it's also a powerful anti-aging. As we age, especially in women, we start to reduce our hairline because we lost estrogen, progesterone, that increases testosterone. We've got that cycle again of DHT around. So just know that fruits and vegetables and juices and raw salads are a must when we talk about DHT and its effect, when we talk about hair loss, hair thinning, alopecia, all of that. I have been studying Dr. Walker. Dr. Walker lived till he was 116 years old, and he only drank his food. He was a big juicer. He was an amazing naturopath. So if you don't already have his books, I would highly recommend. These are a lot of the recommendations and recipes that I share with others. So we're going to bring up Dr. Doris Mosley right now. She's our VP of our hair division here at Wakana. She's going to really do a deep dive with this DHT and why it's causing hair loss, how it causes hair loss, and the enzyme 5-alpha reductase. Doris Mosley, are you out there?
Yes, I am. I'm here, in this rainy California today. We have no sunshine, but
Oh,
I'm excited to be here and even more excited to be here to talk about hair loss because it's an epidemic now. And I don't know if everybody, I know most people are talking about what happened last night on the Oscars, but Chris Rock reference to Jada Pinkett and her, she has issues with alopecia. And I guess that was not a good subject to go after her with. But anyway, we're here to help solve some of those challenges. And like Dr. Rita said, we can't say we cure anything like that, but we only go from testimonies. That's what we thrive on and live off of, because when people call in and say this did that for me, I can only say what it did for me. You can say what it did for you. But DHT is real. I often ask the dermatologist, can you tell if a person is experiencing DHT from a biopsy? And they say no, but the deminiaturizing of the strand, as you can see on this picture here that Dr. Rita put up, the most common cause of hair loss is DHT. And you may not be able to eat all of what Dr. Rita said, but you know that our hemp powered hair has rosemary in it, and rosemary is it's a natural DHT blocker. We also have pumpkin seed in it, and pumpkin seed also help with inflammation, and that's what we have to do, is get that inflammation out. But DHT, what it does, and as Dr. Rita said, testosterone is good, but the excessive amount of testosterone, the enzyme, which is the 5-alpha reductase, it goes to the extra DH, the extra testosterone, and it goes around the follicle. And as you can see, it takes on the follicle, it wraps itself around the follicle, and it starts to squeeze out the nutrient. And if you don't get the proper nutrients, as Dr. Rita, I like to reference because she has great information about what foods we should be eating. If you don't get the proper nutrients into the body, it's going to affect the body. And it's the same way with the hair follicle. If you don't get the proper nutrients to the hair follicle, it's going to end up choking out, as you see, Xing out. And when you X out the nutrients, the chances are you're Xing out that strand of hair. And once you lose a follicle, which houses the strand, which nourishes the strand, and blood is the strongest supply going to that follicle, you need a great blood supply. And that DHT, dihydrotestosterone, is what goes in and choke out that, and it shrinks that hair follicle. And as it goes on over to the third picture, it goes on into vellus hair. You know, we have 3 types of hair. We have lanugo, that's the baby hair. That's what Dr. Rita see when that baby come out. And after about 2 or 3 months, the baby loses that hair. Then we have vellus hair, and then we have terminal hair. Terminal hair is the hair you probably have on your head now. But if DHT attacks that follicle, it'll go back to vellus and on to nothing. Then we have no hair. In stage 3, we lose that hair. Now we're going to shed, and that's part of the process of the growing process. But if you end up, and in our hemp powered hair, we have clove oil. Clove helps minimize the shedding. Yes, this is the baby right here on the screen. Now, it promotes healthy hair and natural shine, natural way to strengthen and heal damaged hair follicles. Now, I didn't say we resurrect them. It said heal, meaning that they're sick, something is wrong, due to hormonal traction and androgenetic alopecia, reduces breakage and thickens edges. That I am a product of. So I know that work. You've seen the latest picture of me having that incident and my hair came out. Well, of course, I panicked to a degree because you never know how deep the injury. I didn't know how deep it was. I didn't know whether my follicle had been destroyed. But I knew if my follicle still existed, I would get my hair back because of what hemp-powered hair had to offer. It has CBD in it. CBD brings this the body back into balance. So I knew if it brings the body back into balance, my hair was a part of my body. It's appendage of skin. I would get my hair back. So what I did, I didn't just follow what the direction said. I went above and beyond that. I use it every day, and I massaged it in because I knew having the peppermint oil in there would stimulate the blood circulation. I knew having pumpkin seed oil would help get rid of inflammation. I knew rosemary oil would help with the DHT if any of that was present. I just had a feels there, and I knew salmon oil was the omega-3s that we need, that I know I don't get enough salmon and all of that, but it's in the hemp-powered hair. And remember, you are what you eat. Dr. Rita gave us a great roundup of what we should be eating to promote our healthy hair. But sometimes we fall short. I know somebody said they're type O and avocado wasn't good for type O. Well, we just have to find something in our blood type eating. And I know Wakana is very big on eating for your blood type. I mean, they're just going through the land, just sharing with people, because we want over 1 million people to get on board. And we got to stomp out this epidemic of hair loss. And I'm so glad to be a part of the team that's making it happen. It's a movement, you guys. Whether you get on board or not, you're just going to be left at the station because it is really working. Then not only do we have hemp powered hair, I always say that's the baby, but we have another system called the SOS system, saving our strands. Do you want to save your strands? I think the Crown Act law was just passed, where now you can wear your hair however you want to wear it. So let's get our Renewing shampoo. Our Renewing shampoo is made with essential oils. All of the product is made with essential oil and CBD to help invigorate the mind, body, and soul while leaving the hair clean, soft, and refreshed. And we've done a demo on the system, and we're going to do some more demos on the system to show you you don't need a lot. It's very concentrated, and it works. It helps clarify scalp and remove buildup of oils that can hinder hair growth. Great for all hair types and texture. And if you don't know the difference between types and textures, just let me tell you, types hair is kinky, curly, straight, wavy. Those are the types. Textures is fine, medium, or coarse. Those are the textures, and they're determined by the size of the strand. That's what texture is determined by. And it's good for all types and texture. And there's no added, I always get crossed up on this word here, but or paraffin. Paraffin means that you can be with carcinogenic ingredients, and you don't want to be with carcinogenic ingredients. And the main ingredients in here is rosemary oil, provitamin 85, hydrolyzed wheat protein. Hair is made of protein. It's two things hair is made of: protein and moisture. You don't want to over proteinize a head of hair, and you don't want to over moisturize. You want to keep the balance in it. And when I had my event the other Sunday, last Sunday, I told the people who bought the product, please, if you can't use only the SOS system and the hemp power hair for at least 6 months, please don't cross it with no other product, because you will never know what's working. They promised me they will only use the SOS system, Dr. Rita, and the hemp powered hair, and I felt comfortable with letting them have it because I know what their end results will be. Then we have our moisturizing conditioner. It's a complete conditioner specifically intended to help rehydrate and moisturize all hair types and texture. Now, to rehydrate, meaning that there's some lack of hydration. Hydration is very important, because if your hair is not hydrated, it's going to become dry, brittle, and you're going to have breakage. It uses CBD, organic juices, essential oils, and vitamins to strengthen and soften hair, locks in positive replenishment, leaving hair with a soft, shiny, luxurious glow. And I mean, it does just that. But how do you use it? You're going to take and towel. First, you're going to rinse thoroughly after you shampoo the hair. Then you're going to towel dry the hair really good to get all that excess water off the hair. That's important because if you put the conditioner on right over top of all that, you are diluting your conditioner. Towel dry the hair really good and put the moisturizing conditioner on and comb it through or brush it through. Leave it on for at least 5 or 10 minutes. You don't need a dryer, but if you want to do a deep penetrating type of treatment, then you're going to put them under the dryer with a plastic cap on the head so it could kind of slightly open up that cuticle layer and let the moisture in. But if it's not necessary, you don't have to do that. And that makes the difference. And it's very easy to rinse out of the hair. You want to rinse it thoroughly. And when you rinse it thoroughly, then you're going to towel dry again and go to our detangling leave-in conditioner. And it packs with soothing, nourishing ingredients for strong and conditioned hair. Leave hair with a beautiful shine, bounce, beautiful shiny bounce. Great for all types. Now remember how we describe types, right? Great for all types, no matter whether your hair is straight, wavy, curly, extremely curly, I always say. Some people say, Darce, don't say kinky. But, you know, the facts are facts. We do have some kinky hair, and now we can wear it any way we want to wear it. And when you put the detangler on, it's a leave-in. You don't have to rinse that out. You're going to comb from the ends to the scalp. Hair tangles at the end, but because of our detangling, you got to try it. This is my baby here for taking out weaves. This is my baby for unbraiding hair, and spray it on and comb it out before you shampoo. Because if you don't comb it out, remember, hair shed anywhere from 50 to 100 strands a day. And if you had your hair in a stationary style and it was locked down, that means all of that hair that would have shed it is now in your hair. So if you don't comb it out, soon as you put the water on, it locks around the strands that are existing, that are still coming out of the scalp. And you're gonna have a challenge there. So what you do, even before you shampoo, if you've taken down those type of styles, you're gonna spray the detangler on, go close in on the hair shaft, spray it on, and then comb from the ends to the scalp and get all of that excess hair that shedded over the period of time the hair was locked down, and then go to shampooing. You will find you have less stress on the hair, less breakage, and less shedding, okay? So that's important that you do that. And the styling cream. You know, when I first got my jar of styling cream, I said probably what most of you said, why is this jar so little? This ain't gonna take me no time. After 2 or 3 heads, I'm gonna be done. But you know what? It nourishes, rejuvenates hair and scalp, easily styled and shines curly or wavy hair, provides energizing aroma, essential oils with a pleasant, gender, natural scent. And guess what? You only need a little. Depending on the thickness of the hair or the density, you only need about a pea size. Rub it in your hands, run it through the hair, comb it through. After, again, you don't want to, if you go before the detangler, you want to still towel dry. But after the detangler, you don't have to, because you don't want to lose your detangler, and it's not extremely dripping anyway. You're not going to use that much detangler. And you're going to comb the styling cream through. And the main thing, it does not clog your pores. Remember, skin is the largest organ, and it's also the largest organ of elimination. So you don't want to use nothing that's going to clog those pores, because the renewing shampoo is there to get rid of the buildup. See, some people say, oh, I got dandruff so bad, but it's not dandruff. It's the fact that your skin is accelerating faster than maybe somebody else's, and you're not getting it off in a timely manner. Like, how often should I shampoo my hair, Doris? You can shampoo your hair every day if you wanted to, depending on what you're using. I wouldn't say do it if you wasn't using the SOS system. Once a week, yeah. One lady said, well, I haven't shampooed my hair in 3 weeks. I said, well, when the last time you washed your face or even got a shower or a bath? She said, I do that every day. I said, okay, your scalp is just as important as your face, and the rest of your body. But because of our styling techniques, we may not take that bad shampoo our hair every day because of the way we have to style our hair. But once a week, I always say give at least once a week. If not, don't go past 2, because now you got a buildup that's clogging your pores. But this product, the styling cream, does not clog your pores, and that's important. Then we have our oud oil. Oh, I forgot. Okay, you can stay there with the oud oil, because I get excited when it comes to the oud oil, because that's why they named it oud, because that's what you're gonna say, ooh, this oil. And I always spray it in my client's hand, even if they are not, they're just stopping by, whoever. It's like, let me spray a little of this in your hand, so they can rub it. So, oh, it smells good. It feels good too. It's an intense moisture body oil spray. It's a royal nutrient rich and bergamot body spray infused with all natural oils for men and women. And men, this SOS system is for you too. It is fast absorbing and gives your skin an illuminating glow as it restores moisture and treats dry skin. It's for everybody. I gave it to my 7-year-old granddaughter. It's for her too. It's for anybody who have skin, anybody who have a follicle. That's what it's for. And it's so good, because we have to find a way to protect our hair from heat. Whether you're going under the dryer, whether you blow drying, whether you're thermal texturizing, you need to have something to buffer the heat. And I found that oud oil was the answer. And everybody, because we do a lot of heat, we do like 90%, even close to 99% heat. And we needed to have something to help kind of buffer that heat. And I found that the oud oil was the answer, along with putting it on your skin. It feels very good. And we have all natural product ingredients. We don't have any of those ingredients that we know is going to cause challenges to our hair. The beard and scalp oil, listen, man, beard, those are very popular today. It's designed to help strengthen and thicken beards and hair, naturally strengthen hair follicles for those with androgenetics alopecia, meaning birth, meaning that the gene has been passed on to you. So look, try the system. I tell everybody, if you're experiencing alopecia, and if you go to your doctor, your dermatologist, and they tell you that you have alopecia, yes, you may have it, but you want to know what's the root cause. Is it DHT? Is it CCCA? You want to know, why am I losing my hair? Is it traction alopecia? Why do I need to change my hairstyle? What do I need to do? Why? Dig deep. Don't just walk away and say, I have alopecia. No, if you've been diagnosed, then you want to know why. Get the answers. DHT is something that can be prevented if you know you got that, is the reason, okay? And I am now scoping. If you're in the California area, give me a call. You can come and get scoped and let me see what your scalp is like, whether you got inflammation there, whether you have deminiaturizing strands, meaning DHT could be present, whether you have CCCA. We talked about that, I believe, last week, Dr. Rita. Did we talk about
Well, about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, we talked about CCCA. So you want to know why. You just don't want to accept you have alopecia. We going to eventually, Wakana will be the company that will be responsible for stomping out alopecia, regardless of where it's coming from. And only thing we can go by, guys, is what you tell us, the testimonies. We did not say we are cured, we're not diagnosing, we're not doing none of that. But when you call and tell me, look what it's done for me, and I tell you, look what it's done for me, that's all right, Dr. Rita?
That's right.
What we go by.
I'll be getting my scan very soon, so I can start scanning people in the Chicago area as well.
You got
your picture?
No, I sent you the picture of the machine. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to order that machine.
So we have Customer Appreciation Day this Saturday, and I'm going to be scoping scalps to let people see. And it's not something that I see, they're going to see it themselves, what is happening. And most people don't realize their pores are so clogged until nothing gets in. And of course, nothing get in, nothing is getting out. And soon they're going to be saddled with folliculitis. And that means there's some sickness with that follicle, which is going to slow down that growth, or even DHT is going to just take it out, take the follicle out. And once the follicle is gone, it's gone.
It's called a hair hysterectomy.
Exactly. That's right. And Dr. Rita know about hysterectomies.
That's right. No more babies can be born from that wound when it's gone. Same thing with your hair follicle. Once that follicle's gone, no more hair.
No more.
Wow. Thank you, Doris. That was excellent. I'm really excited that we every week are really doing deep dives of different topics. And what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is that we are incorporating everything that we're learning as it relates to eating raw and being vegan. You don't have to be vegan, but you absolutely need to incorporate raw fruits and vegetables to your meals, because raw food is the food that has all the nutrients. When you cook your food, you're just cooking those nutrients away. So incorporating this amazing plant, CBD, in our products, along with your fruits and vegetables, is a game changer. You know, it's just a game changer. So I'm excited that we're able to do that. And we're hoping that you on the line will embrace that you'll use the products, you'll be consistent, because the products don't work when they're on the shelf. The products don't work if they're still on the box. The products don't work if they're still on the website. We want you to order these products and be committed to using them, like I am and like Doris is. Yes. So it's really great to have you all on the line. We'll take some questions, okay, Doris?
Okay, and Dr. Rita, another thing I want to share with them, you guys every Monday are being so blessed, because Dr. Rita and I both are trichologists. And what we're sharing with you is what you will go if you went to school. So if you take good notes and just use these notes, you guys don't have to travel where we travel. I travel every month, you know, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I had to travel to Atlanta every quarter.
Exactly. And I did it every quarter for the first round and every month for the second round. But you guys are being so blessed. If I had had this opportunity before, I would have saved a lot of money and a lot of time. But you all bring somebody to the line with you on. Don't come to the party by yourself. Bring somebody with you. If it don't be one body, bring that body, because we cannot do this by ourselves. This is a movement. And this movement, we need to be like a snowball, rolling down a hill, picking up snow, picking up snow, picking up snow. And so we need you guys. We are begging. We're not doing this just for our health. We're doing it for the world's health. Okay, now we can take some questions.
Yeah. I told Melissa that I learned about blood type eating, and we had all these demonstrations we had to do in school with food and juices, salads, and figure out which food is best for our hair. So all of this stuff we learn in trichology school. So it's all coming together with the CBD. It's all coming together, right? Can you get a scan machine without being a trichologist?
The only thing about that, you may not know what you're seeing.
Right.
That's the difference.
So you absolutely could buy it, yes.
Yeah, you can buy it, but knowing what you're seeing is another thing. You need to have the lesson on it.
Let's see, what type of doctor should we go to? CBD bosses, were you asking in relation to scalp disorders?
Dermatologist.
Yeah, if you're asking in relation to scalp disorders, a dermatologist to make the final diagnosis. A trichologist can do the scan and look and give you some recommendations. But, you know,
don't diagnose.
The real diagnosis will come from
the doctor.
a dermatologist. So yes, so don't get really hung up, Ma Mitchell, about being a blood O type and avoiding avocados, right? There are so many other fruits and vegetables that are very powerful as it relates to scalp and hair care. So don't get too uptight with that at all. How do we go to get information on the 21-day cleanse and blood typing eating? I have lots of hair loss and I know my diet isn't right. So Tamara, if you're on the line, can you let us know who invited you? Because the first person who invited you will give you all the information on the 21-day cleanse and your blood type and how to eat by your blood type and all of that great information. Any other questions? I don't see any for now. Yeah, Tamara, just put in the chat who invited you on the line. So my hairdresser told me about you and I sent, oh, who's your hairdresser? Wonderful. And Tamara, send me your phone number in my Facebook Messenger. Who's your hairdresser? That's wonderful. A stylist referred Tamara to the call, and I sent her a invite on the call. So she's on. I'm so glad, Tamara. Patricia Bryant says, I have alopecia. I was told that it is due to my thyroid issues. What are you suggesting to help with hair growth?
Dr. Rita, I don't have a thyroid, just for the sake of it. I take Synthroid. I've been taking it for at least 20 years.
Yeah.
And, but I use hemp powered hair. Like I say, I use it beyond where I'm supposed to be using it.
Right.
You know, I know I have those underlying issues. And now that we have our SOS system, I use that also. So I think it would be to her to just get started on hemp powered hair under the tongue and as well as on the scalp.
Yes. So
yeah, and see what happens for that. But I've been with no thyroid for years.
right. So Doris is without a thyroid gland and she replaces that with Synthroid. And if you are in the same boat, Patricia, you may have a thyroid. It may be overactive or it may be underactive, or you may not even have a thyroid. Whatever the condition is, we're not here to be your doctor, but we are here to make a suggestion. And the suggestion is plant-based. Plant-based. You need to get in all the minerals and vitamins from fruits and vegetables that we talked about this early afternoon. You also need to start on our system, our hemp-powered hair, our Save Our Strand system, the shampoo, moisturizer, detangler. Well, depending on the alopecia and the amount, you're using that process and system along with your diet. Also, Patricia, if you're in the Chicago area, then you can get testing for your blood type, you can get your bioscan, but absolutely, you don't have to wait to do all that. You can get started right now by going to the website, ordering the product right now, getting the product, and then getting on your fruits and vegetables. That's super easy. Fruits and vegetables are really easy. It's nothing complicated about that. Fruits and vegetables, salads, juicing, right? Making sure that you're eating as much raw, uncooked food, fruits and vegetables. You don't want to go out there and eat raw chicken or steak. That's not what I mean. But raw fruits and vegetables as you can, because they really hold the nutrients. So Patricia, who invited you on the line? We've got a lot of guests today. I'm excited. Quite a handful of guests.
She's already
Patricia, I'm a vegan, already done flat belly challenge. Excellent. So what type of vegan are you, Patricia? Because there's all sorts of vegans out there. There are healthy vegans, there are unhealthy vegans, there are raw vegans, and there are vegans that eat cooked food. So what type of vegan are you, Patricia? She was invited by Valerie Jackson. So definitely connect with Valerie Jackson. Connect with Valerie Jackson so that you can get
Her product.
oh, she already did the 21 days. You know what? I forgot what Patricia Bryan is asking. She's asking suggestions to help with hair growth. So the suggestions that we have for hair growth are our Save Our Strands, our Hempowered Hair. So you're going to connect with Valerie Jackson so you can get your products ordered. You're going to go to Valerie Jackson's website and order your product. You're going to continue to be vegan. That is fantastic. Try to get to 90% raw, 10% cooked. The goal is as close as you can to 100% would really be great. She said she's mostly raw. What percentage is mostly raw? Is it 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%? Sharon says she can't hear. Is anyone else? Okay, 70%. So yeah, try to increase that, Patricia, to 90% raw, 10% cook. Because the more you get up there, the better it will be for your hair and for your thyroid as well. Sharon, can you hear? She's saying she can't hear. Wonderful. So we've got probably Patricia and Tamara. Those are going to be 2 new customers for our Save Our Strand system. Are there any more questions out there before we end it? Galaxy. From my understanding as a cosmetologist, it was no cure for alopecia. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for 30 years. The only way you can bring your hair back is to have surgery.
Oh my God, who told her that? No. That
It's
is
Galaxy A32 5G Tracy.
Tracy. If there's a follicle that's still alive, there is a way. I am a living witness to that you can get your hair back. I had lost my hair in the top. I had CCCA, which is, if you don't know what that is, if you're new on the line, it's where hair you start to lose it in the top. That's central. It starts to spread out. That's centrifugal. It has inflammation and scar tissue. That's cicatricial. A is alopecia. I had that. And from the ingredients of our hemp powered hair, it took 8 months. But look, 8 months was nothing compared to never, or to continue to lose it all. And I had an accident here in the back of my head. And that picture Dr. Rita could bring up if she got it there.
Let me bring it up.
And that picture, I lost that area and I thought it would not come back. I mean, I was nervous because I didn't know how deep the injury was, whether it totally wiped my follicle out. But I started religiously. And like I said, I use it, not like it said, I use it every day. Every day I would put it there and I would deep massage it in. And I place it under my tongue. Every night before I close my eyes, I put it under my tongue. And guess what? After 2 months, she'll show you the picture. But I'm still growing it back. It's still growing back, but the area has been covered. And I seen it up at the top. Well, I don't know whether that's the two together, but it came back. So it will come back. Surgery, I don't think will be the answer to bringing hair back, because if you're doing surgery, you must be doing transplant. And you can have transplant, but you have to be a self-donor, meaning that you have to get the hair from the back. And it's something about those follicles in the back. They don't really fall out like the top follicles. So if you're gonna have the surgery, meaning you got a transplant, you bringing it up to the front. But if you do that, if you go to a doctor and you have a hair transplant, you still have to have that area in the front has to be well. You can't have inflammation. You can't have scar tissue, because it will be bringing good hair to a bad soil, meaning to bad skin. So Yeah, but no, surgery itself, I don't think that is the way the answer is. But if the follicle is still there with good, proper hair care, good, proper diet, you can get your hair back. I think for the most part, when we start losing our hair, the first thing we think of is putting some hair there. I mean, putting on a weave or something to cover up. And that means it's stress in that area. You're causing more challenges. I don't know whether Dr. Rita found that picture yet, but that
Do
picture,
you see it? Oh, I thought I had it up. Here it is right
no.
here. You can't see it?
Oh yeah, I see just the after. I don't
Yeah,
see.
I can't, I put the before, I don't know where it is side to side. But did everybody see the before?
I didn't see it up.
Oh, you didn't see it? Well, this is before. This is what it looked like before.
And it started growing back in, Dr. Rita.
This is what it looks like before.
Oh God, I hate to see it. I hate to even know that was my head.
This is CCCA. This
No, that was the accident, Doc. That was the accident. That was
and then this is after. And this is, oh, this is the accident.
right. That's the accident. 2 months afterwards, that's what I have there now. 2 months.
Do I have a picture of your alopecia?
I don't think you have a picture of that.
Okay.
2 months after the accident, which I said if the hair was, the follicle wasn't damaged, I would get my hair back. But I was committed. See, the one thing, Dr. Rita, people make a decision, but they don't stay committed.
Right.
You got to stay committed to why are you doing this? And my reason was, I don't want to be without a hairline, okay? I don't want to be without hair, period. So yeah, that's the after. That's 2 months after using the hemp-powered hair. I did a scalp facial. I've done 2 scalp facials because I wanted to deep cleanse my pores. I wanted to make sure that hemp-powered hair was getting in. So that's the after, you guys. And it's growing in really good. I'm so excited because that was something in the back and people, well, I'm just sure everybody was looking, but I didn't want to put a weave on. I didn't want to attach hair to it to make it worse. So I just weathered the storm. People ask, what happened? Well, I was in an accident, but I continue to massage every day, not 3 times a week, every day under my tongue, every night, and swallow 60 seconds after I put it under my tongue. And I got a good restful night's sleep because CBD is it's in the hemp-powered hair.
That's right. That relaxation. Mary Jones says she has 40 years of as a cosmetologist, and she totally agrees with Doris. Galaxy S20 says there's a lot of misinformation out there. We need more real conversation about hair loss and a fantastic product line to assist.
Amen.
Great. Also, Galaxy 832 5G, you have different kinds of alopecia. It's different strokes for different folks. Again, it depends on the kind of alopecia. Some alopecia will grow back, but it will fall out again. Oh, that's Melvina Cox. Thank you, Melvina Cox. Wonderful.
There's alopecia areata, that means in patches. There's alopecia totalis, that means all the hair on the head is gone. Sometimes the eyelashes and eyebrows are affected. Then you have alopecia universalis, meaning there's no hair on the entire body. Those are the 3 known, but then you have traction alopecia. Traction alopecia is mechanically done. What are you doing? Tightening up the braids, tightening up the weave, stressing out the area. It's soon, and now they're anchoring those ponytails. Ponytails, you guys, I've seen a lot of that at the award ceremony last night. Those big tight ponytails, where you anchor is where you're gonna have challenges.
Stop doing it. It's not worth it.
No, it's not, because the end result, the strand will lose.
If you need to do something, throw on a wig for that event and then continue wearing your hair and continue using the product, continue with your live food.
Exactly.
So with that being said, we're going to end it. It is 3:30, 1 minute to 3:30. Want to thank all of our business partners, all of our guests. Please connect with the person that invited you, Tamara. I will call you in a moment so that we can get your products ordered as well. And I want to thank you, Doris, for such an amazing time each and every Monday. Invite your customers, invite your stylists, invite your barber, invite those who you know that have issues with their hair and they're looking for a natural way to address it, right? They're not looking for medication, but they're looking for a natural, holistic way. Well, they have it right here with our SOS system, with our hemp-powered hair, and with all of the knowledge that we get from Doris Mosley each and every Monday. So thank you, Doris. Be well.
And Dr. Rita, I'm going to say to each and every one on this call, invite someone you love. That's who you invite.
Yeah, there's just too much great information to let this information not reach the masses. And we know that stylists don't work on Mondays, right? Exactly. This is their off day, and this is a great time. That's why we picked Mondays at 2:30, because we knew stylists were available and open, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, Mar Mitchell. We appreciate you as well. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next Monday. Thank you, Doris.
Thank you, Dr. Rita. Make it a great one.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.